Hi. I guess this is going to be like the first segment that I have on this, and sorry that my room is really messy. I'm really sorry for that. I talked about it a little bit on my TikTok, but it's kind of just like, it's my cat. It's kind of just like almost like a podcast. If you like advice segments from podcasts or you like advice podcasts, which like I do, I really hope this helps you. It's just all in my perspective, basically. And if you know me in real life, you know that I really like to talk, like a lot. And I feel like this is a really good way to talk to people, but also give them advice from my perspective and what I've gone through as well, and what I think about something. I don't know when this is going to be posted, but I hit 70 subscribers today, which isn't a lot. If 70 people were in this room right now, I'd be pretty freaked out. Like, I would honestly have an anxiety attack. Like, I don't know what I would do. So thank you. I took notes on this subject that we're gonna be talking about today. At least likely to say I'm very, very passionate about this. The only thing I've ever wanted to do since I was like 10 is to make videos and help people. And that sounds so like, not stupid, but it sounds like so generic, but it is true. And so today we're going to talk about perspectives and how they change things. The definition of perspectives is a point of view, and I feel like a lot of people think about themselves when they have a perspective on a situation. That is just the truth. I do that all the time. I do that every single day, basically, where I think that someone is mad at me about something that I did, but I never even talked to them about it. And I just assume that they're mad at me, so like I'm very standoffish about this whole situation. It's kind of just a very bad judgment call on my point. Also can be when I think that someone is doing something on purpose when they probably aren't. They probably didn't even think about doing that, or they didn't even mean about they said in that certain way. And this also goes with communication, because perspective has to do with a lot of communication. And if you're not communicating, then you don't know what it meant by their perspective. And really, in life, we don't realize that people are only thinking about themselves. And that can be harsh in different ways, in different situations, but in this situation, it's really more of a mind game, because people are only thinking about what they look like, if they look stupid, if doing this would make them look stupid, if doing this would make them look cool, if doing this would make all their friends hate them, if saying this would make all their friends hate them, if saying this would make them look cool, if not saying this would make me look stupid. It's kind of just like a whole mind trick thing. And it's all about perspectives of what we put into perspective. These people don't want that point of view that somebody is looking at to make them be like, oh wow, that person is so weird, I'm never gonna hang out with them again, or I don't really like them, so if somebody asks me about them, oh, they're weird, don't hang out with them, don't do anything with them, don't talk to them, they're weird, they're gonna start off a weird conversation, you're gonna be uncomfortable. It's kind of all in your head, which is really bad, but it's really the truth. Perspectives can change everything in a way, no matter what you're doing. I'm going to give you an example of this that I had in my own situation. I tell myself this all the time. Now, since I heard this, that people only think about them. People aren't thinking about what you look like. And if they are, that's really their problem. Like, why are you doing that? So this was like almost a year ago, but my friend Alyssa, we're having this conversation, and we were going out somewhere, and I was like, should I wear this? Like, do I look okay? And she was like, yes, you do. And I was like, are you sure? Because I don't really want to look stupid. And she was like, yes, you look fine. And I was like, but are you sure? Like, I don't want to go out and look dumb. Like, I don't want everybody to think I'm weird. Because literally nobody cares. And that sounds really harsh in any other circumstance. And if you didn't have the perspective that I just put on it of the context, if you didn't have the context, then it seems really bad. But I just put you in that conversation. I just put you in the perspective of where if you were sitting across the room and heard literally nobody cares, you'd probably hate that person right in front of me. But if you're sitting at a different point of view, like right next to me and having this conversation right next to me, you wouldn't be upset with that person. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's kind of a really true point, because literally nobody cares what you are doing. And I think about that conversation all the time now. Like, that conversation has gotten me through a lot of things, which sounds really dumb, but I remind myself all the time that literally nobody cares. And it has worked most of the time, but most of the time if I get too anxious or like too in my head, then I won't do it. I think everybody should use literally nobody cares all the time, because it has really put me into a perspective of life, honestly. Because when I think about it, I'm not looking at a person being like, wow, they are really embarrassing themselves in this moment, or like, wow, her outfit looks really stupid, or like, wow, she's eating so much right now. Usually it's more like, do I look dumb? Do I look stupid in this moment? And should I be doing this? Am I eating it too much? Like, it's all of these things that you don't realize people are thinking, but you think that people are thinking about them, about you. And it's not true, because they're thinking about them, about themselves. And that is the truth. Perspectives are everything. Perspectives can change the way you see things. And that is the truth. Perspectives makes you change your mind all the time about different things, and different things you do, and different things people do, and different things you think about about a person, how you think about a person. Perspective is a point of view. If I know a person from another person, but I only know the things that that person told me, that is a perspective. That's the perspective that you have of the person. The point of view that you are looking at them in this moment and know the knowledge of what you know the knowledge of about this person, that it's just a perspective and point of view of knowledge that you know about the person, but you literally know nothing about them. And this knowledge can be, this point of view can be good, it can be bad. But the point is, you only know that perspective of the person. You only know the viewpoint. You don't know anything about them. You're watching a video about me, about a topic, about perspective from a 16-year-old girl that you probably think doesn't know anything at all. Which is a true point. I don't know anything at all, because I'm still growing up. But I've gone through a lot of things, and if you know me, then you know that I've gone through a lot of things, and I have a lot of knowledge about stupid things that I probably shouldn't have knowledge about. Once when you get to know that person, you're going to see, instead of only seeing a perspective, basically a point of view from across the room about what they are wearing, what they look like every day, if they just look weird, you only know them from that perspective. If somebody's wearing something weird, or somebody's wearing something with holes in it, like, wow, they are really worn out that jacket, they should probably throw it away. What if it's their only jacket? You don't know that, because you only have the perspective from across the room. But if you got up closer a little bit, you can see more details. If you got closer with the person, you can see more details about the person. If you got closer with me, instead of seeing this girl in her really messy room talking about perspectives, you'll probably see this girl that literally worked 2 jobs yesterday because I don't want to quit my other job until school starts. And I have unfolded clothes right next to me because I am very lazy and I was really tired. And if you knew me, then you'd know that I've been waking up at 5 a.m. every day for a week, and that I'm going to my friend's Bailey's house this Friday, and I'm having a party. Now that you have those perspectives, you understand why my room is dirty. You understand that I'm probably very tired in this moment, and you just have a little bit more perspective. You know that I'm going to school soon, so that's where there's a backpack behind me. You don't have the point of view or the angle anymore. You got closer to the object or the person, and you know things about them now. You know reasons about why they're doing this or why they're doing that, or why they have holes in their clothes. I'm saying perspective so much in this video, and I should probably stop, but I feel like it's really important to know that your opinion matters about people you don't even know. But if you change the perspective a little bit, then perspectives are difficult as well. You can see the perspective of something online. You only see the pictures that they want you to see. You only see the videos that they post of it. Look at a person, you only know the certain thing that they show you. Let's go into social media wise. If you look at a person's Instagram, they're only going to show you the things that they want to see, that they want you to see. For example, my Instagram. My Instagram is full of my friends. Here are the aesthetically pleasing pictures that I took by myself because I thought they were cute. Pictures of myself. And that's kind of it. But those are the only things that I want you to see. I want to show you that I went to the Taylor Swift concert because she's my favorite artist. And I want to show you my cute outfit that I wore to this other in town the other day because I thought it looked pretty. And that's the reason why we post things. I want to show you the pictures that I took of my tea party last week because I thought it was cute. And I had lots of fun. And I wanted to show you my 4th of July pictures because I had fun with my friends. What I'm not going to tell you and post on social media, I made the perspective that I had fun that night. And I did have lots of fun. But I'm not going to tell you that I'm not going to showcase online or give you the perspective and the clear picture of that whole night that I had a fight with my friends that literally 15 minutes after posting those pictures. I wouldn't have done it. Like, you looked so happy with your friends. I did. I had lots of fun that night. We got over it, but we did have a fight. People are only going to show you what they want to see. Same with, like, supermodels. Supermodels are only showing you what you wear, how their body looks, how tall and skinny they are. That's kind of just how they are. Like, gym people, they're only going to show you how many times they worked out, probably what they eat, they look like, their progress, stuff like that. The gym person isn't going to show you that the gym person isn't going to show you that they ate terrible one week on vacation, or that they just are feeling really down about themselves and haven't gone to the gym in a month. But they're just keeping posting content that they have saved or reposting content or posting an old content and their recent pic being like, wow, I've made so much progress, but they haven't gone to the gym in 2 months and they have literally eaten everything in their house. If you had that perspective, you realize that this person is lying to you. You only see what they want you to see. Or if you have the perspective of the model, you see that, yes, she's really tall and she's really thin, but she hasn't eaten in weeks, or she barely eats at all. If you have the perspective, you realize that this person isn't healthy and you probably shouldn't be following their mottos because they only want you to see what they want you to see. And this can go into people as well. When I first meet a person, I only see what I've heard about that person, what they look like on the outside, what their Instagram looks like, what their Pinterest look like, things like that. And I'm only going to see what I want to see because they want me to see that. They want me to see how put together their life is and how perfect it is, and that they live their nice family. Their dad drives a really expensive car, and their mom has her life put together. She's a lawyer, and this is like made up people that I made up. I don't really know I don't even know lawyer. So, yeah. But not gonna tell you about how her mom isn't home because she hates her dad, but they won't split up because they don't want to be divorced. So they both hate each other, and she lives in a house that she hates, and she never wants to be home. But she's not going to tell you that. But you don't have the perspective. But if you put it in front of you and you know all the knowledge, you're going to know that. This can also be true for bad things. People are only going to show you what they want to see. They're not going to show you that they're abusive, or they're not going to show you that they're really a bad person or a murderer. Dating apps people could be a murderer. And this can turn out good or bad. This person can really be closed off and just not want anything to do with you at all, or anything to do with anybody, but they could be the nicest person on the planet, but you don't know that. You think that they're a complete, like, asshole or something. But if you had the full vision, you would know everything about the person. This is why perspective is important to you as a person. When you're worried about what people are thinking about you across the classroom, or your highlight reel on Instagram and how perfect it has to be and how many pictures you want to have on your Instagram and how aesthetically pleasing it is, or like, wow, I want to be friends with this person because all these people told me that she's the most amazing person ever and that she's so nice to people, but when you're in the relationship you realize she's not the nicest person ever, she makes me feel like shit and I hate her so much. But everyone says she's a nice person because she says it on her Instagram. She says that on her... in life, she shows that out. She's so nice to people in person, but she's self-absorbed and obnoxious, and they don't like her. And that's the truth. In perspectives in life, you have to realize that you aren't the only person that is feeling this way as well. Everybody's feeling it. Every single person, even if they say they aren't feeling it because they're trying to act too cool. And that's the perspective and the point of view they want to give off to other people. And that is the truth. So, yeah. I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I really want to do these more randomly. I don't know when, and you'll know what I call it from the first slide. And it's like a podcast, but it's really just talking and my point of views on things, my perspective on life, per se, since we've already said it 10 million times on here. I'm really sorry about that, but this is the knowledge that I have, is that people are people. And that's kind of it. People are people. We thrive off of other people, but we also hate them all at the same time. So, yeah, that's kind of it.